What's up, everybody? I'm Matt with Beard Laws, and I'm back with a little video. Kind of like some beard education, but I want to put a little twist on this. There's a lot of beard miseducation. There's a lot of beard myths that I want to help correct, and I think this is the perfect time and the perfect platform to do so. I mentioned it in a previous video when I was talking about how to grow a beard faster, and you know what? I said, let's do an entire video on things that people think and myths that are out there surrounded with beards and the beard community, and a lot of misinformation out there that I wanted to bring to your attention to help you, your beard, or the beard in your life. So let's get into this, but at first, I gotta run the intro because I love this intro. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. We're gonna do that right about now. Welcome back. Let's get right to it. I know that you want to kind of debunk a lot of these misinformation, these guides that are just plain wrong on the internet, and I'm here to help. You're in the right hands, so let's get right into this. One thing that I hear all the time from people that kind of have this old school beard mentality is you don't need beard oils and products. It's a gimmick. Well, they're wrong. It is not a gimmick. Yes, it can get expensive, but just like any hobby, it's worth jumping into this, investing into what you truly do love. As you can see behind me, there's all sorts of products, and I absolutely love every single one of these products. That's why they're behind me. And beard oil is one of them, as well as the balms, the butters, the shampoo and conditioner that you must have in your routine if you want to have the healthiest beard that you can. I've done so many videos, and so other all the other community, bearded community content creators have done videos as well on routines, which ones are their favorites, all that good stuff. But I'm not here to talk about that. Use the products; they work, they help. They're going to keep your beard healthy, shiny, moisturized, no beard druff. I'm telling you, you need to use them, especially beard oil. You're going to get rid of that itchy stage, which eliminates so many beards because people just can't take it and they don't want that beard druff. Use the oils, use the products. It's going to help. It's also going to help with the maintaining of your beard because it's going to be, well maintained. It's going to be less tangled. The hair is going to be easier to work with, and the hair is actually going to be stronger. I also hear a lot of people saying, you don't need to brush it. You're not a man if you brush your beard. Why do men have to? Stop with all that, all right? This is 2021. We don't need this manly mentality. We just need great looking beards. So yes, you need to use a great comb, brush, whatever is part of your routine. Me personally, I use the Chicago comb model number 7 and 8, which is a comb and a pick. And then I use a brush sometimes to train the hair to continue to go down, and especially with the mustache. All right, sometimes I even use my mustache key, which is a great thing to use for getting mustache wax, balms, and butters out and then applying it into there. Yes, brush it. And then what that is doing by brushing it, don't overbrush though, let's be honest, once, maybe twice a day, and that's training the hair to go the way that you want to make the beard look better, to make it more manageable. It's a great thing. Brush it. A lot of people also say that shaving the stash, you can't have a big mustache. It's gross. How are you going to eat with that thing? Well, if you want to know how to eat with that thing, go to mustachemate.com. That's going to help with eating that. Self-plug, don't worry about that. But also, you can train the mustache with some mustache wax to go around the lips to go the way that you want. But again, at the end of the day, your beard, your face is up to you. Me personally, I love a great looking mustache. I think it complements a beard. Just ask a great whaler. Ciao. They don't have mustaches. But either way, it is a lot of misinformation about the mustache that you always have to trim it. You always have to take it off. That is misinformation. Train it to go around your lips or any style that you want. If you need more tips, tricks on that, let me know. We can do an entire video on how to style mustaches, and I'll bring in some amazing mustached guests. Another thing that a lot of people kind of have misconception on is the neckline. Where do we trim it? Do we trim it? How often do we trim it? But here is something that I want to let you know. I personally don't even trim my neckline because what that happens when you have a bigger beard and you continue to trim your neck hair, it can cause those forks, those splits in your beard where it just comes down and it goes out. If you just let it grow, then it is going to help with that. It's not going to split. It's not going to go in there. But there is a couple of general rules that you can do when shaving the neckline And a lot of it is preference. A lot of people think it has to go right with the jawline, but if you're growing a bigger beard, let the neckline go. Trust me on this. It's not going to be itchy. You can even take a little bit of the excess beard oil that you'll have on your hand from applying under the beard onto the skin on your neck hair as well. And it's not going to itch, but don't have this mentality that you can't have any hair on your neck. It covers it when it gets longer anyways, and it helps it. Trust me on this. Another thing that kind of ruins a lot of great beards is trimming too much, too often, and way too soon. General rule of thumb, 90 days. When you're first starting your first beard, give it 90 days. Don't touch it at all. Just let it grow. Just as picture Elsa going, let it grow, let it grow. Or maybe even a remix that me and a buddy did. But that's coming soon too. But just let that thing grow. It's going to look terrible. And this is kind of a 2-for-1. A lot of people think that all hair grows even, especially facial hair. That's wrong. Facial hair is going to grow at different rates, different speeds. So sometimes your right might look longer than your left. Your left might look longer than the right. It's going to grow uneven. For the first 90 days of your new beard, it's going to look terrible, and that is okay. Then we are going to get into training, proper routines, but do not trim every single day. Do not trim too often, because you are going to get yourself into like a mental nightmare with your beard. You're going to get obsessed, and you're just going to constantly be trimming. Do we do this with our hair? And if you do, maybe it's time to go to a barber. But another misconception is that you need a great barber to always trim your beard, which is not true. There's so many great videos. There's so many great people that can walk you through this. I've never once had anybody but myself trim my beard because, first of all, I kind of have trust issues. That's just me. But all kidding aside, I know what I want. I know the style. I compete in the natural beard category, so I want this thing to look as natural as possible. The only trimming I really do is for split ends. But if you keep up with your beard routine and everything like that, you're not going to have those split ends because you're going to use proper shampoo, proper conditioner, which brings me to my last kind of misinformation that you're going to see all over the internet, that it's bad to wash and it's okay to use regular hair, regular conditioner in your beard. That's wrong. A lot of people always tell me, oh, I just use Head and Shoulders in my beard because I'm a man. Well, good for you, all right? But bad for your beard. Use beard shampoo, beard conditioner. They're made for a reason, and it is not a gimmick. They have the proper products, and they are chemical-free with a lot of all-natural products in them that helps with the facial hair. Facial hair and head hair are much different. All right. And we can do a breakdown, or you can look into the community of other people that do a great job of breaking this down. But it is a great idea to use these products. Don't use your regular stuff. It may be convenient. It may be inexpensive. But trust me, it's worth the investment. And you use less of it because a lot of people wash their hair every single day, which me personally, every other day, just like your beard. Shampoo once, maybe twice a week, depending on the job. It's okay to get it in there. Rinse it out, get the dirt, get whatever it is. Maybe you're a barber, you have somebody else's hair in there. It's okay, but just don't let it set in there. Condition, give it that, 1 day a week where the conditioner sits in there for several minutes. And then go ahead, maybe every other day. And then if you notice you're not moisturized, your beard isn't as shiny as you want, then maybe add an extra day. But don't overuse these products. It is terrible for your beard. With that note, let's talk about some myths, all right? My beard is patchy. You'll never grow a full beard. That's wrong, all right? Within a couple of months of just letting the hair around the patches grow, they're going to go over it, and you're never going to see those patches again. There's a reason that hair doesn't grow in that patch, but it doesn't mean that there's a reason you can't grow a beard. It will grow long enough to cover those patches. Just have some patience. Another myth is shaving makes the hair come back quicker, grow faster, and just more dense. That's wrong, all right? It's never been proven. There's no scientific research. I don't know where this came from. Kind of like eat all your vegetables, it puts hair on your chest. Come on now, all right? But listen, shaving is not going to make your beard come in thicker and it grow faster. That is a myth of the past. Another myth that drives me nuts, and I see so many people as another beard down on other social medias, is shaving your beard for an interview. I need to shave my beard because I'm looking for a job. I need to shave my beard for this interview. That's wrong. I've had a lot of jobs. I've had a lot of beards. If they don't truly like you for who you are and your beard, then maybe that job isn't for you. You're not going to not get a job I know I used a double negative. That's on me. You're not going to get the job because you have a beard. Unless certain fields require, I guess, for masks and stuff like that. But that is a whole different set of circumstances. But I'm going to tell you right now, as long as you follow great routines, great products, and follow the right stuff and not the misinformation, your beard's going to look great and they will hire you, because if you can take care of your beard, you can take care of your job in their company and you're in good hands. And I'm telling you, don't shave your beard simply because you don't think you will get it. That is an old school mentality where in 2021 we are going to be good to go. Another one that drives me nuts is beards make you feel hot in the summer. That is such a huge, huge myth. Beards act like a natural air conditioner on our face, and it actually reflects the heat from it, especially darker beards. I'm going to tell you right now, I stay cooler with a beard. Not only do I look cooler, not only do I look hotter year round, but I'm telling you right now, that is a huge misconception. Ladies, you have long hair, most of you. Does your long hair feel any hotter in the summer than it does the winter? It's almost the same concept, except for the beard is going to lock in the moisture on our face, naturally keeping us cooler. So that is a huge misconception. And anybody that shaves their beard because it's too hot or it's 90 and I work outside, you're going to be hot anyways. The beard has nothing to do with it. The beard life just isn't for you. It's okay. Just admit it. Another misconception is that women don't find beards attractive. There's so many scientific researches that have been done by so many, very high-end researchers that has scientifically proven that women actually find men with beards a little bit more attractive. So grow your beard out, fellas. Facial hair, genes, they only come from your mother's side of the family. That's a myth that's out there, and that's also wrong. Your facial hair comes from both sides of the family, and we can get into the more science of that. And I would have to do more research because I am not a scientist, but I know how to do my research, and I've talked to some great people. But yeah, that was a huge myth that the facial hair only comes from the mother side of the family, and that is a great proven case in mine, because my mother's side of the family, not a single person has a beard. So that is a misconception. That is a myth as well. And another one, this one is a huge one, and this might be maybe the most controversial one. That's why I saved it for the end, because maybe people aren't still watching it, maybe they are. But there is so many companies that advertise that they have the right pill, the right oil, the right formula to grow your beard thicker, faster, better. Well, most of them are lying to you. It is wrong. It is a marketing, gimmick, and so many companies promise all of these products and all of this stuff with the proper routine, the proper products, exercise, all of the stuff that I covered in a previous video. That is what's going to make your beard grow thicker, better, faster. There's no magical formula, no magical product that is going to make it. Minoxidil is one of the closest things, and it works for some people, but it takes a very long time, and there are serious side effects, so consult a physician or a doctor before you do it. Just keep in mind, if it's too good to be true, well, it's too good to be true, and this applies for beard growing as well. And another couple of people, they're always, beards are gross and dirty. Beards are scratchy and uncomfortable. There's so many more myths that we could continue to talk about. They're all wrong. Some beards are gross and dirty because people don't take care of them, but that's with their hair. That could be with, the parts of your body that you don't wash and take care of properly. There's so many other factors to it just by looking at it. Come on now, isn't there an old saying? Don't judge a book by its cover. Well, don't judge a beard by its owner, unless it deserves to be judged. Then you can judge, but don't just, Don't buy into all of these lies, all of these clickbait articles that are all over the internet that just hate beards for some reason. I'm going to tell you right now, I just randomly went to 20 articles before I did this that had beard information, and they were wrong. And I'm going to tell you right now, every article that they thought they knew about this beard, they gave their advice that a lot of people are reading, and companies are sponsoring these people to say this, are either women or men without beards. Not saying that women or men without beards don't know about beards, but in my opinion, people with beards, people that work on beards, people that are in the bearded community, we know more because, well, we're living that life. So don't always get sucked into that clickbait. And I hope this has helped. Even if it's just one beard or one myth has been answered, really, I truly hope that it helps, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help the bearded community. If you like this video, just let me know. Or if you have any other myths that you heard that you want me to talk about, or you even have any more information or a certain topic that you want me to cover next in a video, let me know in the comments. But I truly appreciate you, especially if you made it all the way to the end, watching this video. You guys are absolutely amazing. Stay safe, stay bearded, everybody.